the PM 2.5.
Yes, and also added another criteria air pollutant, ground level ozone.
Environmental protection, like you said, when your predecessor was there putting everything together from scratch, her difficulties is to build some sort of mechanism from nothing, from zero. And then you were the ones who went into and came across the smog, we call it umai in Chinese, right?
Yes.
And then the anxiety and the worry from the public. Did you feel that?
Sure, including myself. When it happened, our office was in Yong'anli. It's very close to the Guomao area, which is the business center in Beijing. All the flagship buildings, we couldn't see it.
The visibility is almost to zero.
Exactly. And also we went down to the street. We wanted to take pictures of the flagship building. We couldn't see it. And we also smelled the street.
What sort of a smell is that?
Yeah, the smog just make us wanna, to some extent, choke. It's definitely not good smell.
Do you think it's mostly psychological?
I think both. Definitely it's the chemicals and everything, because already in 2014, the World Health Organization listed PM 2.5 and also in total ambient air pollution as the group 1 substances that can cause cancer to people.
Can I call you and the 7 other staff as the caretaker of clean air here directly in Beijing, and then when you were faced with that sort of severity of air, what sort of feelings you are having? As an ordinary people, sometimes we feel desperate and hopeless. But you are the professionals, and I wonder, were you despaired?
I guess my answer may shock you and the listener.
Really? Okay.
When it happened, actually, my reaction was happy.
Happy, because you got a job to do.
Exactly.
My goodness.
Because
I hate you.
Because that severity, that event created the momentum in China that finally the public, the government, they could really see the importance of protecting the air we breathe every day.
I understand you. It's like switching on the awareness button.
Exactly.
Wow, I got excited. You're a lovely interviewee. Okay, I understand you. As a professional environmental sort of expert, you got excited, maybe not happy. I think you're happy for your job, but you definitely feel sad for, the people who are breathing such air. But you see hope, right? Because you're happy, you see hope.
Yes.
And then starting from that very point, what did you do?
From that very point,
just take some pictures?
When you asked the question, the vivid pictures on that day, it came back to me. Back then, the former China director was in the office. I think the first reaction that we got was actually from the international media. They wanted us to take interviews about what happened here in China.
A foreigner?
Foreigner. They interviewed my predecessor, the former China director.
I know. They interviewed the Chinese environmental experts.
Right. That's the first thing that happened. And for us, for Clean Asia, our headquarters prepared immediate response to what happened here in China and what we could do. I think that's the first reaction.
Proposals, right?
Yeah, proposals from Clean Asia.
That's 2012.
12, yeah.
7 years later, these questions are still lingering in me. How the professionals like you were feeling at that moment. Did you feel sad?
I feel sad because what happened to people, it affects everybody's health, but the air pollution problem had been existing in China for many years. Just to that point, it became really severe that everybody can see it with their naked eyes. So then it became the moment that we knew that China gonna take actions, and China's government actually took very quick actions to formulate the national action plan, and in the next until now 7 years, they have taken great progress in terms of cleaning up the air.
At that moment, the enormity of the problems, did you feel that you don't know even where to start with, and it must be a very difficult task?
I think at that moment, the first thing came to our mind was what we could do as a foreign NGO, because we knew what the government would do. it's up to us to see how a foreign NGO that have been working on air quality issue for more than 10 years at that moment in China, what we could do. So then our strategy was, first we need to train the city officials, increase their management capacities, technical capacities to address air pollution in their cities.
Are you telling me that you guys acted as educators?
Yes, we are.
You're the first batch of people who are training the officials into action.
Yes.
Wow. Why should they trust you? Why should they rely on you? You're a foreign NGO. Why?
That's actually a very good question. We've been asked this question many times.
Yeah.
Why do they trust us? Because we have been working here for more than 10 years. They have attended our trainings in the past 10 years, and they knew how we organize the training. The international experts we brought from the US, from Europe, from Japan, from Singapore, and they knew how we designed the themes of each training. The knowledge, the experience that we brought here can actually help them. That's why the leading cities in terms of air quality improvement, the cities that attended our trainings, these are the leading cities when the National Action Plan was formulated, when it was put into implementation. That's why after this National Action Plan was released and those mandates were set for cities, those lots of requirements in terms of implementation were ordered to the local cities, many more cities came to us asking that we want to join your training.
So it became a pilot program for others to follow.
Yes.
Without actually being taken seriously, how could you stay for 10 years without leaving?
Because there were needs. Although the needs was not as big as after 2013, there were cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. They understood the importance of air quality improvement, and they attended the trainings.
Did you have competitions, other NGOs in this country?
I would say before 2012, no.
And
we
now?
were the only NGO working dedicated to air quality. But after 2012, when clearly air quality became the top priority on the government agenda, many other NGOs, both local and international, they joined this battle.
And then you guys are now competing with each other?
Sometimes competing,
Sometimes cooperation.
Yes, exactly.
Are you still the leader?
I believe so.
Tell me how difficult the task is now, or how much improved, because I saw a piece of video you gave on a environmental protection forum, and you summarized the several points to explain why China was efficient in its own way to make progress, remarkable progress, which is unprecedented to other nations, like 12 to now, it's 7 years, right? Can you just share with us, what are the strong points? How can we make it?
That's, I think, the one Better Air Quality Conference that we organized in November last year in Kuching, Malaysia.
And would you please share with us?
Yes, you are a very good interviewer, right?
I have a strong researcher behind me.
Thank you. Actually, because the National Action Plan I just mentioned, that's the first National Action Plan released by the China government in 2013. It's a 5-year action plan. It ended in 2017.
2017.
So it's 5 years. And we kept track of